Good morning, Dhiras, once again.
Good morning.
In this session, we are going to discuss about a very important topic, sleep. Sleep is the most important part of our life because if we are deficient in sleep, then it will matter a lot for our mental and physical health, right? So if we should have optimum amount of sleep every day, there are certain things that we should know how the sleep pattern works. Before we start, let me introduce Dhiras.
Viraj Kumar Das. I'm from Guwahati, Assam. I'm staying in Bangalore to pursue my career. I am a delivery engineer working for a company called Carix. I play table tennis as a hobby and passion.
Thank you. So, what do you think about sleep? Before we get into more in details, like how the different stages of sleep, we'll discuss about that. Few points you want to add? How sleep is important for
Sleep is important to energize ourselves, to rejuvenate each and every cell in our body. So basically, in layman's term, if you are tired, you need sleep so that you can wake up very fresh and start doing your day-to-day things, and you can go about your business.
Yes, you can focus more with yourself, your family, friends, and your work, as you said. Yes, right. So let's go a little deeper into that. So if we want to understand how the sleep pattern works, basically the sleep, whatever we perform every night, that depends on something called circadian rhythm. So as you know, circadian rhythm is something which depends on the earth rotation, right? The morning sun rises, evening sun sets, then that depends on the earth rotation. And by the time sun sets, and our body is designed in such a way that we will feel sleepy and we go to sleep after we have our food in the evening. Now, if we consider the whole sleep cycle, it actually it consists of 5 different stages. Let me tell you one by one. The first stage, if we consider, let me share my screen and it will be more clear. So the sleep pattern. So if we say here, first one, part of the circadian rhythm, first stage, when we go to sleep in the bed in the evening at a proper time after dinner, that initial part, that 2% of the entire sleep, suppose if we are sleeping for say 7 hours in a night, the initial 2% is actually we are preparing for sleep and we are withdrawing our senses. So whatever we have been doing throughout the day, and eventually then we are trying to withdraw that, and we will be going to a drowsiness. So we are not going into deep sleep. So that consists of this 2% at the first stage. The next stage is the measured stage. That stage is 50% of our total sleep. Suppose you are sleeping for 6 or 7 hours, then this 50% is part of the sleep which utilized for our regular maintenance of our body. Okay, and that includes the heartbeat, controlling the heartbeat pattern, organ maintenance, how organs are working properly. And in this particular stage, we remove our toxins, different toxins which are harmful for our body from our body removes that. Okay, in terms of exhalation or whatever. Okay, and it will also excrete from our body in the morning, but it will make it ready to excrete. So the regular maintenance happen during this 50% of the total sleep. Okay, and the third stage is 40% of the third and fourth. Actually, combinedly, we can say in this particular stage, the complete physical restoration happens. Like as I mentioned here, tissue repair. So if any kind of tissue get damaged, okay, and tissue damage may not happen only for like physical activity or anything. It might happen internal tissue also get damaged because of inflammation. So if you might know, inflammation might happen for overeating or eating wrong food. Okay, that is something called oxidative stress. We can discuss more about it in different session, but tissue can be damaged for different reasons, right? So internal tissue or outside tissues. Next, tissue repair happens during this particular stage called third and fourth stage, which 40% of the total sleep accounts for. And also it damages it repairs the damages or the injury. Whatever, if we get hurt by playing or walking or running, okay, or lifting something, if some damage happens inside our body during this 40% physical restoration stage, these are being repaired. Okay, and the last stage, this is very important. Basically, the last stage is only around 8%, the remaining 8 to 10% of the entire sleep. This is very crucial, even though the percentage is very less. It is called rapid eye movement, okay, REM, where our mental respiration happens. Okay, there's a last stage before we. It is not like before we get up in the morning. They're not like that. I will tell you how it is, how it works. So it is a last stage called is 8% of REM. Mental restoration happen where our memory will be improved. Then the brain will organize the information. So we keep hearing or learning different information. So it will organize those. And a dream, we keep dreaming on any this stage only. Okay. So this is the very important stage. And if you consider these 5 stages, right? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever I mentioned, apart from this first step, second, third, fourth, and fifth, these 4 stages will get repeated after every 90 minutes. 90 minutes, these 4 stages happen. Again, 90 minutes, 4 stages happen. Again, 90 minutes, 4 stages happen. Right? So 90, 90, 90, if you consider it as 90-minute cycle, so totally how many it will come if we say consider if we need say 6 hours sleep or 6 to 7 hours, if we count that 90 minutes into around
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times exactly. So 4 cycle we need minimum. 5 cycle is very good, right? But minimum 4 cycle. If we go below 4 cycle, it will eventually you have to pay the price later point of time in our life, and we won't feel fresh in the morning, right? Because even if sometime you feel like a physical restoration happen at a 40% is covered, but this mental restoration doesn't happen. Okay, and we feel awake during that time, but early morning we physically we might be feeling fresh, but over the time in the day we'll feel very disturbed. Okay,
I have faced that issue by playing also. You lose your focus actually. You cannot focus.
Okay. So this is very crucial, and that's why a lot of doctors they say that you have to complete your sleep cycle. So even if we try to compensate that sleep, if we don't sleep properly at night, try to compensate in the daytime, that may not help, because during this time, one more important thing I'll tell you. It is something called melatonin, right? Melatonin is the hormone which induces sleep naturally. Okay, so if we disturb that hormonal pattern, then it will get disturbed. Our natural sleep pattern will get disturbed. Now, if somebody suffering from any sleep disorder, doctor will give some medicine. That medicine will basically induce melatonin inside our body, which is not natural, right? So that's why doctor doesn't suggest to take these medicines for a longer time. Now, when we try to forcefully sleep in the daytime, actually we are not naturally inducing our body to create melatonin. And this power nap or the intermittent nap, whatever we take, that is kind of like relaxation of the body. It is not the naturally we are making our body to sleep, and body doesn't go through these natural cycles.
It is very important to know all the 5 stages of sleep and how these 5 stages
work, and these 5 stages repeat with this 90-minute cycle. So suppose in 90 minutes, these 4 stages will happen. Then again, this 90 minutes, the 4 stages will happen again. So basically, we have to complete minimum, as you said, 4 to 5 cycles. 5 is very good. That's why if we consider it at least 5 hours, but it's optimal. It is 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep is required for our body to function properly. And one more thing, do you feel sometimes that after certain stages, so if you're emotionally a bit in better stage, you're transformed in your life, you are fulfilled. Sometimes do you feel that you need not so much sleep compared to what you used to have? Do you feel sometimes?
Exactly.
What do you feel from this explanation? Why we need less sleep? That is also correct.
So maybe because your cells are more harmonious, so maybe you are very happy that you have
Yes.
fulfilled.
Yes. When we, because yeah, you're right. We, for certain action we do, we care our body, right? Our mind or health. With certain action we do, we put some effort, because of which, as you said, our body cells will be more harmonious, they'll work, function properly. Basically, our physical restoration will happen, and mind restoration also, so that our body won't spend much time on this stage 2 and stage 3. Got it, no? So that way, yeah. So that way, if we do a lot of meditation, yoga and all, you are already doing a lot of respiration work outside of this cycle. Okay. So when we sleep, maybe some people, if you know about this Sadhguru, and some people, they sleep
only for 4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 hours. Then I was wondering at some point of time how they could manage the day-to-day activities. Now I understood that these stage 2 and 3, they're doing the repair already, right? With a lot of meditation and yoga and all. That's how they manage. But this fifth one is very important. I said this mental restoration is always crucial. So we have to follow this particular sleep cycle always. Yeah. So you want to add anything, Dhiras, on this topic?
No, I think you have said everything. Very nice.
Yeah.
Conversation this.
All right. Basically, we recommend everyone who are watching this to have a proper sleep every day, because we may not face any symptoms at the current moment because we are young, but later point of time when we age or getting older, then we have to pay the price.
Correct. So how the way that you are explaining, it's very scientific, and I think the new generation requires scientific explanation only.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will not take anything into consideration.
Exactly. Very true, very true. And I highly appreciate Dhiraz is a vivid reader. He read a lot of books, and that's why I brought him to this particular forum and discuss about these topics. And he has a lot of interest. He's also sharing his valuable inputs. And thank you, Dhiraz, for joining this forum. And thanks for your time. And thanks everyone for watching and being part of this discussion. Thank you, and have a great day ahead.
Same to you.
Yeah, thank you.